surreal. Vibrant. Impossible. Mauritius rises out of the Indian Ocean like a masterpiece, too vivid for a single palette. Here, volcanic peaks defy the sky, while coral reefs trap the sea in luminous shades of blue that shift with every breath of light. Along the coast, lagoons lie in a glassy silence. But just a heartbeat away, the open ocean moves with raw, restless force. Inland, waterfalls cut through emerald valleys, and the very earth fractures into rare formations shaped by fire, pressure, and time. Nothing here is accidental. Every cliff and ridge carries the ancient imprint of a world born from heat and water. The island oscillates between serenity and intensity, never settling into just one mood. This is Mauritius, where geology and light collide to create a landscape that is both surgically precise and beautifully untamed. Chamarel Waterfall. Just a quick, scenic drive from the mesmerizing seven-colored earth, the stunning Chamarel Waterfall stands ready to blow you away. Plummeting from a height of about 100 meters, this is the tallest single-drop waterfall in Mauritius, fueled by three distinct streams that merge into the Saint Denis River. This powerful cascade is at its most spectacular between December and April, providing a world-class view from the primary lookout point along the Geopark Road. From there, you can watch the water thunder into an oval basin before carving its way through a lush canyon shaped by millions of years of volcanic activity. For those craving a more immersive experience, a rugged hike leads you straight to the base of the falls for a refreshing swim in the natural pool. The trail itself is a journey through a dense tropical rainforest, offering everything from rare bird sightings to ancient, jagged basalt rock formations. As one of the island's most iconic natural wonders, the Chamarel Waterfall is an absolute essential for any traveler's bucket list. Ile Fouquet. We all have that one vision of a perfect tropical getaway, and Ile Cerfs is exactly where that dream hits reality. This isn't just another pretty beach. It's a full-throttle island playground where a tranquil lagoon meets high-octane water sports. The water is so impossibly clear it acts like a giant lens, revealing a vibrant underwater world that's a magnet for snorkelers. If you're looking to trade the adrenaline for some downtime, you'll find plenty of secluded, quiet corners to just soak in the sun. Even golfers get a piece of paradise here, with a world-class 18-hole course using the turquoise Indian Ocean as its stunning backdrop. A collection of waterfront restaurants rounds out the day, serving up authentic local flavors that turn a simple visit into a full sensory experience. From pulse-pounding adventure to absolute stillness, this island is the ultimate reset from the everyday grind. Port Louis. Port Louis isn't just a capital, it's the heartbeat of Mauritius. Forget the postcards of quiet lagoons for a second. This is where the island's multicultural soul actually lives. For centuries, this bustling harbor has been a high-stakes crossroads of global trade. What started as a Dutch outpost in the 1600s was transformed by the French into a strategic powerhouse, named in honor of King Louis XV. It became the ultimate waypoint between Europe and Asia, a place where ships didn't just exchange goods, but redefined entire economies. Today, the city is a sensory overload in the best way possible. You'll hear a symphony of languages echoing through the streets, a living fusion of Indian, African, Chinese, and European grit. This isn't just a stop on a map. It's a vivid, breathing museum of colonial history and modern hustle. This is Port Louis, where the past and the future collide. Tamarin Bay. Once a guarded treasure known as Santosha Bay, this legendary surf spot was kept under wraps for years by locals who wanted its world-class waves all to themselves. That secret finally vanished in 1974, after the surf documentary Forgotten Island of Santosha debuted, thrusting the bay's incredible breaks into the global spotlight. Today, surfers from around the world flock to this iconic coastline to challenge its two renowned spots, Dal on the south side and Black Stone guarding the north. Beyond the surf, the bay acts as a natural sanctuary for spinner and bottlenose dolphins, which frequently put on a playful show for early morning visitors. This vibrant energy has transformed the area into a hub of modern apartments and travel services, though it remains a beloved weekend retreat for local families to unwind. Just keep in mind that while the scenery is inviting, the powerful currents and heavy swells mean swimming isn't recommended for children or those less experienced in the water. Seven Colored Earth. This geological masterpiece in Mauritius showcases vibrant sand dunes in a surreal palette of red, brown, violet, green, blue, purple, and yellow, all painted by nature over millions of years. While scientists believe these colors form from volcanic rock cooling at varying temperatures, the exact reason why the minerals never mix remains a captivating mystery. This landscape feels more like an abstract painting than Earth, especially when the sunlight hits the dunes and makes the colors practically glow. Beyond these kaleidoscopic sands, you can also hike to the breathtaking Chamarel Waterfall, or meet the island's famous gentle giant tortoises nearby. Since the 1960s, This site has stood as one of Mauritius's premier attractions, now protected by observation decks and wooden fences, to preserve its delicate beauty for future generations. For anyone who loves the intersection of natural beauty and ancient mystery, Chamarel's seven-colored earth is an absolute must on any island itinerary. Morne Beach. Tucked away in the far southwest, Morne Beach is a hidden gem often bypassed by travelers who tend to flock to the busier northern and western shores. But those who make the trip find a stunning sanctuary nestled at the foot of the majestic Le Morne Brabant Mountain, where natural beauty and deep history collide. This mountain, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, once served as a desperate refuge for runaway slaves, giving this scenic coastline a profound significance in the island's past. Beyond its haunting history, the beach itself is a tropical dream, boasting crystal-clear waters and vibrant coral reefs that make it a premier destination for world-class snorkeling and diving. It's also globally renowned as a high-octane hub for kite surfing and windsurfing, drawing professional thrill seekers from every corner of the globe to its perfect winds. Yet, even with all that adrenaline in the air, Le Morne still offers plenty of peaceful corners to simply unwind and soak in the raw, untouched spirit of the island. Lighthouse of Albion. The Cave Point Lighthouse in Albion is a striking landmark, perched right on the edge of a cliff with a front-row view of the Indian Ocean. Built back in 1910, it's famous for being the only lighthouse on the island that sits directly atop a rugged landscape of cliffs and sea caves. Once you reach the top, you're rewarded with a massive panoramic view that follows the coastline all the way from Pamplemousse to Flic. Blue Bay. Located just a stone's throw from Mahebourg in the southeast, Blue Bay is a total sanctuary defined by its silk-soft sand and a lagoon that looks like it's been through an Instagram filter. The real crown jewel here is the protected marine park, a vibrant underwater world where the coral is so healthy and the fish so plentiful. It's easily the island's premier snorkeling zip code. Accessing this coastal retreat is surprisingly easy, whether you're hopping on a local bus or driving in for a quick escape from the daily grind. While you won't find a massive strip of restaurants, the beach more than makes up for it on weekends, pulsing with a local energy that's absolutely infectious. From the stillness of a quiet Tuesday to the social buzz of a Sunday afternoon, Blue Bay is that rare spot that offers a perfect, refreshing reset for every type of traveler. Ganga Talao. Deep in the mountains of southwest Mauritius, you'll find a sanctuary defined by towering statues, ancient temples, and a lake steeped in centuries of spiritual history. For travelers seeking a profound connection to the island's multicultural roots, Ganga Talao is the ultimate cultural destination. This sacred lake, famously known as Grand Bassin, serves as the spiritual heart of Mahashivaratri, one of the largest Hindu festivals celebrated outside of India. Local legend says this massive natural basin formed when the god Shiva spilled drops from the holy Ganges River, forever linking this remote island to India's ancient traditions. Today, the site creates a stunning harmony between nature and divinity, with vibrant monuments of deities reflecting off the water's edge. Every year, thousands of pilgrims make the trek to these shores, carrying handmade offerings to celebrate their deep-rooted faith. Stepping into this pilgrimage during the festival offers a rare, meaningful glimpse into one of the world's most spectacular cultural gatherings. Grand Bay. If Mauritius has a playground, this is it, Grand Bay. Tucked away on the northwest coast, this isn't just a coastal village, it's a sun-drenched escape where an emerald lagoon meets a high-energy lifestyle. Imagine white sands protected by a sheltered bay, where the water is so clear it feels like a swimming pool. But don't let the calm fool you. Grand Bay is the island's pulse, lined with boutique shopping, world-class dining, and waterfront cafes that buzz from sunrise to long after dark. This is where you come to play. Whether you're catching the wind on a sailboat, catching air while parasailing, or drifting over coral reefs in a glass-bottom boat, the ocean is your backyard. And for the ultimate bucket list moment, you can actually descend into the deep in a two-person submarine to come face to face with the hidden world beneath the waves. Once a quiet fishing outpost, Grand Bay has evolved into the island's premier resort destination, a perfect collision of laid-back island vibes and pure, unfiltered adventure. Flic and Flac. This sun-soaked gem on the west coast isn't just another beach. It's a sprawling paradise defined by a massive stretch of white sand and a glassy lagoon. Those endless ocean views are framed by a shoreline that carries a name rooted in an Old Dutch phrase meaning free flatland. It lives up to that history by being one of the longest coastlines in Mauritius, stretching for miles without interruption. Because a massive coral reef stands guard offshore, the lagoon stays perfectly calm, acting like a natural, crystal-clear swimming pool. This tranquil setting makes it the go-to spot for anyone looking to sink into total relaxation. But on weekends, the vibe shifts as the beach comes alive with the rhythmic, infectious beat of Sega music, a deep-rooted Mauritian tradition. It's this unique collision of quiet beauty and authentic local soul that makes Flic and Flac a destination like no other. Trou Biches. What started as a quiet 19th century fishing village has evolved into one of the most stunning and sought-after stretches of sand in all of Mauritius. This 2-kilometer paradise is famously bordered by lush casuarina trees, offering the perfect natural canopy of shade while you soak up the tropical sun. Beneath those trees, you'll find powdery white sand meeting crystal clear waters, a combination so flawless it's become a global magnet for travelers. It's this seamless blend of storied heritage and untouched beauty that makes Trois Mamelles an absolute must-visit on any island itinerary. Cap Malheureux. This stunning village in northern Mauritius sits right on the edge of the Rivière du Rempart district, home to a tight-knit community of about 5,000 locals. Its name, which translates to Unlucky Cape in French, dates back to 1810 when British forces staged a surprise landing here to seize the island from the French. Despite that turbulent past, there is absolutely nothing unlucky about the breathtaking scenery you'll find here today. The area has become world famous for its calm turquoise waters and secluded beaches that offer a truly serene escape from the modern world. Standing as the crown jewel of the coast is the Notre Dame Auxiliatrice Church, whose vibrant red roof creates a stunning contrast against the deep blue of the sky and sea. Once inside, you can admire its minimalist charm and a unique holy water basin carved from a massive, ancient clamshell. This picturesque fishing village perfectly captures the island's authentic culture, making it an essential stop for anyone craving a mix of dramatic history and elite views. Trois Mamelles. Located in the rugged southwest, Trois Mamelles is a striking mountain range famous for its three distinct, rounded peaks that resemble three breasts. While the hike through the lush terrain is notoriously steep and challenging, the 360-degree views of the island's jagged cliffs and the open ocean at the summit are a massive payoff. Just make sure to hit the trail with plenty of water and avoid climbing during rainy weather, as the rocky paths can become dangerously slick. Pouce Mountain. Standing at 812 meters, Pouce is the third highest peak in Mauritius and is instantly recognizable by its unique, thumb-shaped summit. While the hike is relatively straightforward for most of the way, it gets a bit more intense as you scramble toward the top for a massive payoff, a 360-degree view of Port Louis and the Northern Islands. This dormant volcano was carved out over 10 million years ago by intense volcanic activity, leaving behind the rugged landscape we see today. Even Charles Darwin couldn't resist the climb during his world voyage in 1836, documenting the experience in his journals and adding a layer of historic fame to this iconic mountain. Riambel Beach. Just down the coast from Bel Ombre lies Riambel Beach, a secluded stretch where the island feels wilder and more raw. Here, the landscape is a study in contrast. Soft white sand meets the jagged edge of dark volcanic rock, remaining almost entirely untouched by development. The reef sits just 200 meters out, churning up strong currents that demand respect. This isn't a place for casual swimming. Instead, Riambel is about atmosphere. Dotted with weathered beachfront camps and devoid of crowds, it offers a rustic, solitary escape for those who want to hear nothing but the wind and the waves. Underwater waterfall. The ocean is full of surprises, but nothing compares to the sight of the sea appearing to collapse into itself. Just off the southwest coast of Mauritius, you'll find a mind-bending illusion of a massive waterfall pouring into a deep ocean abyss. In reality, it's not a waterfall at all, but a constant flow of sand and silt being swept across the seafloor by powerful currents. The secret to this spectacle lies in the island's unique underwater geography. Mauritius sits on a shallow coastal shelf that ends abruptly, where the ocean floor suddenly plunges over 13,000 feet into the deep. As those currents push sediment over the edge of the shelf, it creates the perfect visual of a cascading waterfall beneath the waves. To actually see this phenomenon for yourself, you're going to need a change in perspective. You can catch a glimpse of the edge from the peak of Le Morne Brabant, a historic UNESCO World Heritage Site. But for the full, spectacular view, booking a helicopter or seaplane tour is the only way to witness the illusion in all its glory. Lighthouse on Ile Fouquet. Standing guard on Ile Fouquet since 1864, this lighthouse was once a lifeline for sailors navigating the treacherous waters into Mahébourg. It played a vital role until history shifted course, and the British moved the island's main port operations to Port Louis, leaving the beacon to fade into silence. Today, the ruins still claim the island's highest point. Though the structure is crumbling, the view of the surrounding ocean remains breathtaking. It stands as a silent, weathered reminder of Mauritius's deep maritime history. Quatre Bornes. Known affectionately as the City of Flowers, Quatre Bornes is a vibrant urban center primarily nestled within the Plains Wilhelms district. The town's roots reach back to 1721, when Wilhelm Leipzig of Prussia settled on the island during the era it was still known as Ile-de-France. This historic foundation paved the way for a massive commercial boom in the 1980s, transforming the town into a modern hub for regional growth and progress. Adelaide Citadel. Constructed in the 1830s under British rule, Fort Adelaide overlooks the capital, offering a commanding bird's-eye view of the entire Port Louis skyline. The fortress wasn't just built for coastal defense. It stood as a powerful symbol of the massive social and cultural shifts sweeping through Mauritius at the time. A diverse workforce of freed slaves, prisoners, and Indian laborers laid the stones of this citadel, leaving behind a permanent monument to the island's complex struggle for freedom. Pointe de Sny Beach. Tucked away on the southeast coast in the Grand Port District, Pointe de Sny is a quiet, secluded sanctuary that feels like the island's best-kept secret. Because the beach is only accessible through a narrow 150-meter pathway between private estates, it stays incredibly peaceful and far removed from the usual tourist crowds. Since you won't find any public facilities like restrooms or snack stands here, the beach remains a raw, undisturbed haven for anyone looking to truly connect with nature. It's the ultimate destination for solitude, but you'll need to come prepared with your own food and water, since there are absolutely no services once you hit the sand. Baie du Cap. Baie du Cap is a quiet coastal sanctuary on the southern tip of Mauritius, far removed from the island's busy tourist hubs. Life in this small village moves at a slower pace, defined by wide ocean views and massive cliffs that line the rugged shore. The winding roads carved into these cliffs lead to some of the most impressive viewpoints you'll find on the island, making it a go-to spot for photography. Beyond the scenery, the area's real appeal is its simplicity, giving you a chance to pull over, breathe deeply, and just enjoy the silence. It's more than just a quick photo op. Baie du Cap is a place where you can actually feel the calm, raw beauty of the Mauritian coast. Maconde Viewpoint. Maconde Viewpoint is located on a sharp bend along the southern coast, where the road literally hugs a massive cliff. The spot is famous for its basalt rocks that drop straight into the deep blue ocean, making the drive there a highlight of any island road trip. This location also has a significant history, as it once served as a hiding spot for runaway slaves who used the jagged rocks to evade capture. It's now one of the most popular photo stops in Mauritius, known for showing off the island's rugged and untouched side. If you climb the small set of stairs to the top, you get a clear 360-degree view of the wild shoreline and the open sea. Rochester Falls. You'll find Rochester Falls in the Savane district, just about 2 miles outside of Flic, and it's famous for its one-of-a-kind rectangular rock wall. These basalt columns make it the widest waterfall on the island, with a solid 10-meter drop into a natural swimming hole below. It's the perfect place to jump in and cool off, especially when you need a break from the afternoon sun. The falls have actually been featured in several Bollywood movies, giving the whole area a cool, cinematic history. Just a heads up, the rocks get incredibly slick after it rains and the current picks up fast, so watch your step near the edge. Flat Island. Located about 7 miles north of the main island, Flat Island, or Ile Fouquet, is a quiet escape in the Indian Ocean with a surprisingly rich history. Despite its name, the landscape features a prominent hill topped with a historic lighthouse that has been guiding sailors since 1855. The island once served as a 19th century quarantine station, and you can still find remnants of its past, including the ruins of an old hospital and a cemetery. Today, it's a sanctuary for nature lovers, offering crystal clear waters and a vibrant lagoon that's perfect for snorkeling among coral reefs and tropical fish. Le Morne Brabant. Some places are made of more than just rock and soil. They are built on memories. Le Morne Brabant is one of those locations. It's not just a mountain, but a powerful symbol of human freedom. Rising 556 meters above the southwest coast, this rugged peak is completely surrounded by a stunning turquoise lagoon. Centuries ago, these cliffs served as a sanctuary for runaway slaves who sought refuge within the mountain's hidden caves. Today, Le Morne stands as a monumental reminder of their incredible strength and courage. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's a paradise for hikers and nature lovers, offering views of the island in the endless ocean that are truly second to none. Shangri-La, Le Trois Rock. If you're looking to disappear into total luxury, the Shangri-La Le Trois Rock on the island's eastern edge is exactly where you want to be. This high-end sanctuary is famous for its beachfront villas that open right onto the turquoise lagoon, providing the ultimate setup for a world-class digital detox. Everything here is top tier, featuring a championship golf course, fine dining, and a crystal clear lagoon made for private water sports. The real standout is the exclusive access to Ile Fouquet, a secluded island retreat reserved just for the resort's guests. From the personalized service to the quiet, upscale surroundings, this place delivers a level of style that's simply hard to beat. Grand Anse Bay. Over on Rodriguez Island, Grand Anse Bay offers a landscape that feels almost prehistoric. It's not just a bay, it's a battleground between rock and water. Massive, jagged cliffs rise straight up to meet the ocean, creating a scene that is completely untamed. The waves here don't just lap at the shore, they roar. They crash against the stone with such power that clouds of white foam and salt spray hang constantly in the air. When you stand on the edge of those cliffs, looking out where the deep blue sea melts into the horizon, you feel a total sense of freedom. This is the ultimate escape for adventure seekers who want to experience nature in its rawest, most powerful form. Bel Ombre. Bel Ombre is where the pace of life finally slows down. Tucked away on the southern coast, it is the definition of tranquility. You won't find crowded shopping streets or loud bars here. Instead, it's a quiet sanctuary for nature lovers. Once the heart of the island's sugar trade, the area has reinvented itself into a hub for luxury tourism and private estates. It's also easy to reach, just a scenic 30-mile drive from either Port Louis or the international airport. The weather is warm and tropical year-round, but for the absolute best experience, plan your trip between April and December, when the days are driest and most comfortable.